Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. I'm Sofia Anissa and I will be your moderator for Group 6 presentation. Today, we will be learning about national resilience as national defense. To gain a deeper understanding, let's begin with the first topic as the concept and urgency of national resilience and national defense, which I will be explaining. What is national resilience? National resilience is a dynamic condition of a nation is facing various threats, challenges, obstacles, and disturbances both from within and outside the country. To ensure the survival of the nation and state, this resilience encompasses various aspects of national life, such as ideology, politics, economy, socio-culture, defense, and security. The stronger the national resilience, the more capable the nation is maintaining its sovereignty and unity. National defense refers to the attitudes and action of citizens inspired by love for their homeland and awareness of being part of a nation and state. National defense is not limited to taking up arms but can also be realized through education, maintaining unity, upholding the law, and contributing through its individual profession for the benefit of the nation. Its urgency lies in the modern era challenges such as disinformation, radicalism, identity conflict, and cyber attacks, where national defense and resilience are key to pre- preserving national integrity, but are interconnected. National defense is an integral effort to build and maintain national resilience. Therefore, active participation for an element of society in defending the nation is essential to create a strong, stable, and separate country. Alright, next we will move on the second topic, which will be presented by Dira Aryani. To Dira, time is yours.
National resilience is very important to maintain the sustainability, integrity, and survival of the nation. It functions as a foundation for the country to face various threats, challenges, obstacles, and disturbances, both from within and outside the country. National resilience covers various aspects of life such as ideology, politics, economy, social culture, and security protection, all of which are based on Pancasila, the 1945 Constitution, and Bhinneka Tunggal Ika. Contoh nyata dari bela negara yang dapat kita lakukan saat ini adalah dengan ikut berpartisipasi dalam berpikir kritis terhadap informasi yang tersebar saat ini, terutama di media sosial, di mana saat ini banyak informasi-informasi hoaks yang tersebar, lalu dengan memilah dan kritis dalam informasi tersebut merupakan ko bentuk kontribusi nyata dalam menjaga stabilitas sosial dan mencegah perpecahan. Selain itu, menghargai perbedaan dan berupaya menciptakan lingkungan yang inklusif terhadap toleransi, juga menjadi bentuk bela negara yang sangat relevan, karena kedamaian sosial adalah fondasi bagi ketahanan nasional. Dengan cara-cara tersebut, setiap individu tidak hanya melaksanakan tanggung jawabnya sebagai warga negara, tetapi juga berkontribusi dalam membangun bangsa yang kuat dan bersatu.
Okay, thanks to Dira Aryani. Next topic will be present by Analisa Putri. To Analisa Putri, time is yours.
Halo, saya Annelisa Putri Safi dengan NIM 240320004 akan melanjutkan materi ketiga mengenai sumber historis, sosiologis, dan politis tentang ketahanan nasional dan bela negara. Pertama, dari aspek historis, ketahanan nasional dan bela negara lahir dari sejarah perjuangan bangsa Indonesia, dari penjajahan, agresi militer, hingga tragedi G30 SPKI, semua menunjukkan semangat rakyat dalam menjaga kemerdekaan. Ini jadi bukti bahwa bela negara bukan hanya tanggung jawab militer, tapi juga seluruh rakyat. Kedua, secara sosiologis, Indonesia adalah bangsa yang sangat beragam. Keberagaman suku, budaya, dan agama membuat kita kuat selama ada semangat gotong royong dan kesadaran berbangsa. Nilai-nilai seperti toleransi dan solidaritas sosial adalah bagian dari kekuatan ketahanan dari dalam. Yang ketiga, dari sisi politis. Konstitusi kita, UUD 1945, jelas menyebutkan bahwa bela negara adalah hak dan kewajiban setiap warga. Kebijakan politik, baik dalam negeri maupun luar negeri, seperti sistem demokrasi dan politik bebas aktif, semuanya dirancang untuk memperkuat kedaulatan dan stabilitas negara. Kesimpulannya, ketahanan nasional dibangun dari pengalaman sejarah, kekuatan sosial budaya, dan sistem politik yang mendukung semua warga negara, termasuk kita, punya peran penting dalam bela negara. Sekian dari saya, terima kasih.
Thanks to Annalisa. Next will be present by Yelsi. To Yelsi, time is yours.
The next material is a building argument about the dynamic and challenges of national resilience and national defense. Our national resilience has proved to be able to ward off various forms of threat so that they do not lead to the destruction of the nation or the end of the Republic Indonesia. At last, this was proved when the Indonesia nation faced the threat of communism in 1965 and more recently faced the economic and political crisis in 1997 until 1998. Indonesian national resilience will always face various challenges and threats that continue to change. Some dynamic that influence national resilience include: number one, global geopolitical change. Next, the development of information technology and environmental issue. Next, economic and social inequality and disintegration and radicalism. Next challenges is implementing national defense. Some of the challenges faced: lack of awareness among the younger generation of the importance of defending the country. Next, the influence of foreign culture and social media that damage national values. Next, low digital literacy. Next, applicable and contextual citizenship education. Strategy to strengthen national resilience and the spirit of defending the country. Number one, early character and citizenship education. Number two, community involvement in public decision making. Number three, strengthening the people, economic and food security. Next, digital literacy and increasing military and non-military defending capacity. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you. I give back to moderator. Thank you.
Okay, thanks to Yelsi. The next topic will be present by Aldi. To Aldi, time is yours.
Urgency of national resilience and national defense. The one, facing global and regional threats in the era globalization. Countries face new types of threats like terrorism, cyber attack, radicalism, and misinformation. National resilience and defense are crucial to counter these threats. The one, preserving unity in diversity. Indonesia is a diverse nation. National resilience promotes peace, unite, and national defense strengthens collective awareness to preserve national harmony. The third, protecting sovereignty and national ideology. In the minds of cultural shift and global influence, national defense help safeguard the national ideology or Pancasila and identity. The fourth, building a crisis resilience National resilience makes the country better prepared to face crises such as natural disaster, pandemics, or social conflicts. Next, material essence of national resilience and national defense. The one, national resilience refers to the demand. The one, national resilience refers to the dynamic conditions of a national in facing various threats, disruption, obstacles, and challenges, or both internal and external. Its essence lies in maintaining the unity, sovereignty, and survival of the nation as state. The one, national defense is the attitude and action of citizens. Citizens driven by love for the homeland, awareness of national identity, and willingness to sacrifice for the sake of the country. Its core is the active participation of citizens in protecting and strengthening the nation.
Okay, thank you to Aldi. The next topic will be presented by Yuri. To Yuri, time is yours.
Okay, now so I will talk about the national religion and state defense from the backbone of a country's ability to withstand challenge and protect its sovereignty. The national religion refers to the integrated capacity spanning political, economic, social, cultural, defense, security, and environmental dimensions. They enables a nation to anticipate, adapt to the recover from internal and external threats. State defense or bela negara is the active commitment of citizens to uphold and safeguard the nations through awareness, preparedness, and participation in defense efforts. These concepts are urgent because today's security landscape is complex. Beyond conventional military threats, nations face cyber attacks, natural disasters, pandemic, and social polarizations. A religious state with an enhanced citizenship can maintain stability, ensure public welfare, and sustain development even under stress. Historically, national religions evolved from wartime mobilization and Cold War doctrines emphasizing total defense, but sociologically, it draws on shared identity and civic responsibility, while politically it underpins legitimacy and social contract between the states and society, but together they justify comprehensive strategies ranging from education and infrastructure to cybersecurity and community drills. To build resilience and foster bela negara, government must invest in robust institutions, transparent governments, and inclusive policies and empower all citizens. Civic education programs instill a sense of duty, while regular training, whether disaster simulations or cybersecurity workshop, ensures readiness. Public-private partnerships strengthen critical infrastructure and social cohesion. Initiative break divides, ensuring unity in Christ. In essence, national religions and state defense are two sides of the same coins. In the structural capacity on the mention of the nations, the other is active spirit of its people. The integration ensures then what challenges arise. A nation stand firm, united, and capable of emerging stronger. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you to Yuri. The last topic will be presented by Sylvia. To Sylvie, time is yours.
Citizenship practice in national resilience and defense. 1. Upholding Pancasila and the 1945 Constitution. Citizens strengthen national ideology by living according to the values of Pancasila and the Constitution, promoting unity, justice, and democracy. 2. Loving the homeland. Patriotism is shown through action such as protecting the national reputation, respecting national symbols, and defending Indonesia's sovereignty. 3. Engaging in social and community activities. Active participation in community effort build social stability, which is essential for national resilience. 4. Obeying laws and regulation. Law-abiding citizens support justice, order, and civil society, strengthening the country's legal and political system. 5. Participating in civic education and defending programs. Learning about national identity and responsibilities increase awareness of the importance of protecting the country.
Alright everyone, that concludes our explanation about national resilience and national defense. I hope we can all understand how important it is to preserve the integrity and sovereignty of our country. National resilience is not solely the responsibility of the government, but also the responsibility of all of us as this citizen, especially the younger generation. We hope that after this presentation we can all become more aware, more caring, and more willing, starting from simple things such as loving our homeland, preserving unity, and consciously broadening our national insight. Let us strengthen our spirit of nationalism and our commitment to a better future for Indonesia together. Thank you for your attention and participation. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.